I have no words to express how much I love this film. The Fountain, directed by Darren Aronofsky, starring Hugh Jackman and Rachel Weisz, is without a doubt a masterpiece. From the music, to the cinematography, to the acting, and the storyline, it's just amazing. The Fountain was released November 22nd, 2006, and it's one of my favorite films of all time. I'm not gonna lie when I say this, but this film literally changed my life, and it inspired me so much to create my art. There's no straightforward way to say what this film is about. I'm sure you're probably asking, well, what is it about? To that I say, it's about many things. It's about life, death, love, heartbreak, and really everything in between. There are 3 different storylines that come together and intertwine in the most beautiful way I've seen yet. The 3 storylines take place in the past, present, and future, and 2 of the main characters are played by the same actor and actress, Hugh Jackman and Rachel Weisz. The past story, which takes place in 1500, a conquistador named Thomas is sent on a mission by the Queen of Spain to seek out the Tree of Life in Guatemala. The present story, which takes place in 2006, a surgeon named Tom is trying to save his dying wife Izzy from a brain tumor. And in the future story, which takes place in about 2050, an astronaut is on a lifelong journey floating through space, or shall I say a nebula, to find the dying star Xibalba. What would be a good film, let alone a good storyline, without the acting to back it up? The acting in this film is phenomenal. Hugh Jackman and Rachel Weisz's performance, especially as husband and wife, was enough to bring me to tears. The circumstances are so heartbreaking for both of these characters, so when you see the pain in their faces and in their body language, you believe it. For me personally, I feel the most painful and real parts of this movie is when the astronaut is haunted by everything he did in his past life. It's very depressing yet moving. Big ups to Hugh Jackman and Rachel Weisz. Something I especially enjoy about this film is that the overall arc has many ideologies from different cultures around the world. To name them, they are Buddhism, Mayan mythology, Christianity, and Judaism. This film plays on the idea of reincarnation, and reincarnation is a very big Buddhist belief. Also, when you see the astronaut, he appears to be bald and wears baggy clothing, which is the classic Buddhist monk apparel. The Mayan mythology comes into play when the conquistador, Thomas, goes to Guatemala. He is not only faced with a Mayan priest, but also the phrase, "Death is the road to awe." This is a popular Mayan belief as death is celebrated in their culture. The Christianity and Judaism reference is a bit complicated. Throughout the film, they mentioned the Garden of Eden had 2 trees, the Tree of Knowledge and the Tree of Life. This is mentioned in the Bible, specifically the book of Genesis. However, the Garden of Eden is originally a Jewish telling, although the people in Spain at this time were Catholic. I think I'm just gonna bite the apple and say it's both. The Fountain was mostly filmed on a soundstage in Montreal, Quebec, which means that everything in this film was filled in with CGI and computer graphics. I think that's pretty cool. Also, when I watched this film again, I noticed that the film has a lot of circle imagery. In Catholicism, a circle represents that God's love for us is infinite, supposedly. However, I feel the use of the circle here represents everlasting life. The colors used in this film also feel very rusty and warm. What I mean by this is the film uses a lot of yellows and browns and warm colors in general. These colors and the use of space create an ominous presence. One more thing I'd like to mention is the score. The score of this film was composed by Clint Mansell, and oh my goodness. I mean, just listen. Pretty deep stuff, huh? It has a slow and meaningful melody and fits perfectly with the tone of the film. Alright, that brings me to the end of my movie review. If you're a person who loves film and art, or even theater, I highly recommend you watch this film. It's hauntingly beautiful and you will cry. At least I did. But that's none of your business. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this and have a great day. This is Jordan signing off.